Welcome to Organ 101. I'm Peter Nickelmo, the lead pastor here at Central Lutheran Church. And this little video will be a chance for you to learn about the magnificent Cassavant organ here, which was brought on service in 1963. So for over 60 years, it has been the backbone of this congregation's worship life. And that worship life that's grounded in the great love of God and Jesus Christ for each of us also inspires the way that we care for all of our neighbors through the Restoration Center ministry and other expansive ways that we care for people throughout the community of the Twin Cities. In 1963, the Cassavant was a landmark instrument, and it now has a number of peers, but it remains a singular instrument in the Upper Midwest in that genre of organs. In addition to blessing the life of this congregation, the organ has been the backbone for such partnerships as with Augsburg University and their historic Vesper service, as well as innumerable concerts and other experiences. So enjoy this 101 exploration of this great Cassavant, this magnificent instrument.
Hello, my name is Isaac Drews, and today I'd like to show you how one of the Twin Cities' largest organs works. This is called the organ console, and this is the place where I, as the organist, control the entire organ. On this organ, we have 4 keyboards here, as well as the pedal board, and each of those things controls its own division of the organ. This keyboard here is called the Great Division. It controls the part of the organ that's at the very top of that center tower of the organ. It's also the largest and loudest part of the organ, usually used for hymn singing or larger, louder repertoire. Here's how that sounds. The keyboard below that, the bottom keyboard, is called the choir division. The pipes for that are located on the right in the side chamber. This has some softer sounds which are generally useful for choral accompaniment, hence the name. The third keyboard here is called the swell division. The pipes for that are located in the left side chamber. It's called the swell because the pipes are enclosed in a box that has louvers that can open and shut, and thus the organist can control the volume by opening and shutting those louvers with this pedal down here. Here's how that sounds. On this organ, both the swell and the choir division are enclosed in that way. The fourth keyboard here is called the positive. It's located directly above us, and it has some of the brightest, most brilliant sounds on the organ. It's generally useful for earlier Baroque music. I also have the pedal board down here, which is used for playing the lowest notes. The organ has a variety of different sounds that I can choose from using these draw knobs that are on either side of the console called stops. Many of the sounds sound like instruments that you're already familiar with. Here, for instance, is a concert flute. Here's a trumpet. And here is an oboe. Pipes also come in different lengths. A longer pipe sounds lower, while a shorter pipe sounds higher. Here's an 8-foot stop, and what that means is that the lowest note here uses a pipe that's 8 feet long. So here's what that whole stop sounds like. Now by contrast, I'm going to pull a 2-foot stop, and that means that the lowest pipe is only 2 feet long. So this is going to sound higher. To combine different stops, different lengths of pipes, I usually start with an 8-foot, add the 4-foot, then add the 2-foot, then add some higher upper work. And here's what that sounds like. That's only the tip of the iceberg, however, especially on an organ like this. There are literally thousands of ways that you can combine different stops. That's why I have all of these buttons here, which are called pistons. They operate as presets, much like the radio in your car, where you can set a certain station on each preset. So here's an example of how that works. This saves me from having to always pull all the stops by hand, which is really important on an organ of this size. I hope that gave you a better understanding of the day-to-day workings of our 1963 Cassavant organ. For our next video, our organ technician, Russell Drager, will take you on a tour inside the instrument. Thanks for joining us.